Alright, welcome to Make It Last Garage. Today we're gonna work on my grandpa's car. Thanks for that, Dad.
Alright, so what's happening in the shop today? F100 gets a primer. Yes! Super excited. This truck has been sitting languishing for a long time. Finally got a good shot of primer on it. We're hopefully down to that last sand before paint. Other than that, we're going to work on Shane's F250, throw in some glass front and back, and I think we're going to pull up my dad's 41, take it out for a drive before they come down from Canada. Cheers! Alright, so here we have 65 F100. What have we done to it so far? Axle flip on the back, a little C notch, you can see down here. Maybe a big C notch. Axle flip on a late 90s Crown Vic rear end with 273 gears. Hopefully she'll make for a nice highway cruiser. Brake lines and everything finished. This truck was originally an Arizona truck. It's got a little bit beat up here and there, but bodywork's come along pretty good. Today's episode is brought to you by Socks and Sandals. They drive girls crazy. Especially these, Von Ed. What are we doing tonight? Mixing up body filler. So, trying hard to get the F100 painted. It's driving me nuts. So, me and the dog, little bits of body finishing glaze. Trying to get this thing done. Never gonna, oops. Never gonna end. Never gonna end. There she goes. Mix up more mud, more sanding, more mud, more sanding, until we can't find any more friggin' little dents. Ah! Today's tech tip, buckets. Also useful when you make poor carburetor decisions and your hood doesn't fit. Oh, well, for those that know this truck, it was like a year ago I was working on this and painted everything, sound dead in the interior, everything looked really good, except that I got some cross-contamination from the door hardware up onto the dash and got a bunch of little fish eyes in all the paint. And then trying to paint out the fish eyes, I threw on a little extra paint, trying to hope to run them out. Even bigger mistake, so I got runs. And so I'm doing it all over. So every step a little closer to the goal. Back at it. Yay! So, more sanding, little tip, they refer to block sanding. This is my favorite block, just this hard rubber block. It's got a little bit of bend to it, but it really does a nice job, holds the paper well. This thing's been soaked on and off for years. Still really nice to work with. Probably the nicest thing about wet sanding though is you can give it a wet wipe down and get an idea for what it might look like when it has some paint on it. And this is it's looking pretty smooth. I really want to spray some paint soon. Really. That's sandy. Blake and the levitating screwdriver. Here he goes. Yeah.
Here, Blake, you can guard someone. Garrett! Hey, right here! I got you! Shoot! Blakey, no! Blakey, turn!
What it's like. Never hand.
Oh. 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 Oh.
All right, G. It's all you, buddy.
Shane, you're gonna have to speak up when you grunt really loud. That way I can pick it up on the camera. Make sure your grunts are extra loud. Or else I'm gonna have to add sound effects later.
Yours not out enough yet? Give a little beat with your fist there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. You cracked it. You cracked it.
Alright, so discovered something annoying about the lift. People don't seem to talk about this very much, but I've got a tall ceiling, if you raise this all the way up, you cannot drive a car underneath it because these are in the way. And when they put these things together, they have these little clips in here and they do not come off. So what are we going to do? I'm going to pull this apart, drill it, drill it, and put a little cotter key in there or something so that these stay secured when I need them, but I can slip the shaft out. So get this taken apart. All right, little tip: if you're gonna try to drill a hole in a round tube or something like this, take a little file a flat spot on there. What that'll do is it'll give you a nice little spot to drop your center punch, and it's easier to center up then. Oops. And then the drill bit won't want to try to walk off the pipe. So, all right. Next one. When you got that little flat spot, you can use it to gauge whether your tube is straight up and down. Tighten that up. Get to drilling. Safety first. Mother Teresa. Jesus. Drill bit broke. Oh. That's what I get for rushing. So what did we do? This end is one of those little clips. It's a pain in the butt to get off. But now this end has that guy on it. Gotta love these glasses.
Alright.
So we got these ramps off. There's the 41. First time I have ever driven under my lift. And of course, I'm doing it in my dad's car. So hopefully nothing goes wrong. Sorry, Dad. Definitely not the most flattering angle for this car. She's a big bottom girl. You don't like Gordon Lightfoot? Dad, you need different music in this thing. Ooh.
What is that?
Dad, you've been holding out on me. You got Janis Joplin's greatest hits in here instead of Golden Lightfoot Gold.
Uh-oh.
Oh, such an update. What's up?
I broke your seat.
What? All right, rolling for lunch.
Yep, I got money.
Thanks, Dad. You left a full tank of gas.
Yeah, I think we sat at the popcorn spot for an hour
Yeah.
and only made $10.
Oh, selling popcorn today. Hey, shove your heads up here and say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Man, I can't wait till that F100's red so I can burn the tires off of it. Make it last. Not.